As a 23-year-old introvert living on my own, I'm beginning to come to a lot of realizations. And this is the one question that permanently altered my life. Shall we have a brief conversation? Me and you alone. I want you to give it some serious thought because I need to ask you the same question. Why don't you? Yes, I understand that's a tough question, and perhaps you've heard it before, but I need you to give it some serious thought. Let's be honest. When you see someone else doing something you've always wanted to do, how many times have you looked around and thought, that could never be me? Does that sound familiar? People are taking tremendous risks and pursuing their ambitions, and you're on the sidelines thinking, good for them, but I'm not ready. I don't live like that. Or perhaps you say, they were fortunate. For them, it's different. My opportunities are not the same. And you've created this mental narrative that they somehow deserve it more without even recognizing it. Nevertheless, I will ask again, why not you? Why do you think that really? What's preventing you from moving forward? I understand. I do. You have good reason. Everyone does. Sometimes you tell yourself, I don't have enough experience yet, or I'm not confident enough to go for that. Or perhaps it's more along the lines of, I simply don't have the right connections or know the right people. Whatever it is, there are countless explanations. How do I know that, since you've been telling yourself these things for years? However, I need you to listen to this and give it some thought. Nobody feels completely prepared. Do you believe that everyone you look up to has it all worked out before they started? Not at all. They were as uncertain as you are today. They certainly didn't have all the answers, and they weren't entirely sure. What is the difference, then? Still, they got going. They proceeded despite all of their uncertainties, anxieties, and what-ifs. The truth is that they built confidence rather than waiting for it. And only when you take the initial step does that occur. Preparation comes from action, not the other way around. You just move, and everything else falls into place. You don't wait until you feel like you've got everything together. That sounds frightening, I know. I understand that you're saying, yeah, but it's not that easy for me. Hey, you're correct. It's not simple. Everyone would be out here living their ideal lives if it were simple, wouldn't it? But for a moment, let's be honest. What other options are there? Observing others as they go for it while remarking to yourself, maybe someday. However, I have a question for you. What if that day never arrives? And what if you wait and all of a sudden years have passed and you're still waiting? It would be awful, wouldn't it? I'll ask it again. Why not you? I understand your thoughts. I assume you're scared of failure. Perhaps you're afraid of appearing foolish, or worse, that you'll be judged by others. Yes, there is a genuine fear of failing. I won't mince words. The problem is that failure isn't always the worst thing that can occur. What could be worse? Not even making an effort. Let me tell you about something that isn't discussed enough. Everyone makes mistakes. Each and every individual. Those you look up to, they didn't succeed. And more often than you might imagine. The problem with failure, though, is that it's a necessary part of the process. Every setback teaches you something new, makes you stronger, and helps you solve problems. Failure, then? This isn't the enemy. It's only a first step. I'm aware that you're harboring yet another significant fear. What will people think? Is my understanding correct? You fear judgment, and people whispering behind your back that he's not cut out for this, or who does she think she is? Let me be honest with you, though. Most people aren't even considering you. That may sound harsh, but it's the truth. People don't have time to sit around criticizing your every action, since they are too busy with their own lives and problems. And those who do, the ones with the bad things to say, most likely, they are also not pursuing their aspirations. Why, therefore, are you allowing their viewpoints to influence you? Why do you grant them that authority? See, I'm sure you persuaded yourself that you're simply biding your time. You know that excuse well, man. I'll start when I have more money. Or, once things calm down at work. Or, after I finish this busy season. However, don't we both know something? The ideal moment does not exist. There isn't any. Don't slow down, please. Something will always get in the way. Always. Therefore, waiting for the ideal moment is only one more method to get trapped. Are you curious about the truth? Now is the ideal moment. Now. In the midst of the upheaval you're facing, now is the time to make the jump, because you will be waiting forever if you continue to wait for the ideal situation. I'll ask it again. Why not you? Why not make the jump? Why not take the initiative, even if it seems difficult or uncertain? Why not take that chance? You will not be presented with the ideal chance or situation. It's something you must make yourself. That's scary, I know. I am aware. But here's the thing. Beyond fear, the most amazing things occur. You've been putting yourself back for far too long, to be honest. You've been repeating the same doubts and telling yourself the same old story over and over. However, it's time to change the course. Now is the moment to ask yourself, why not me? The question you have been avoiding. Why not take the initiative yourself? Why not take the initiative yourself? Because really, what's preventing you? You have something to offer that no one else does, and that is the truth. Your distinct voice, viewpoint, and abilities. The world needs those things. And when you ask why not, instead of what if, you deserve to see what's possible. I'll leave you with this then. Don't wait any longer. Give up allowing fear to dictate your choices. You deserve to pursue your goals because the world needs what you have to offer. Now go out there and prove to them your true self.